I, Michelle McCullough, am a recovering sedentarist. My idea of an Olympic sport is from the couch to the kitchen. I pretty much love anything that involves food, movies, and my recliner. They are my favorite things ever. However, after experiencing a momentary lapse of judgment and a lot of peer pressure from my running friends, I decided to put those things aside for a time and commit to running a half marathon. Do you have any idea how much running is involved in training for a half marathon? It's not just the 13.1 miles, it is the miles and miles that you do leading up to it. My running friends were thrilled and gave me maybe an overabundance of advice and help, but they promised me that as I practiced, my legs would get stronger and training would prepare me for the big day. So during one weekend, as I was preparing to do my long run, I decided to do it on a Friday night. And it was the first time that I had ever run 8 miles. So I made the decision to have somebody drop me off and leave a car at another point so that I could make sure I was going to get to that end without having to do some sort of out and back or go really far away from my home only to have to run back to it. My friend suggested that I run down a paved trail in a canyon near my home. And that sounded like a beautiful plan to me. Since I was running alone, I grabbed all of my supplies, including my can of Mace, and I hit the trail. It was a really beautiful, cool night in the canyon, and I actually found myself enjoying the run. I felt pretty safe. I passed a lot of other runners and a lot of other bike riders and even longboarders. But about mile 7, I realized that I hadn't seen anyone for a while. And with the sun setting and then an underground tunnel approaching, I got a little overactive in my imagination and a little bit scared. So I decided that I better switch my Mace from locked to ready, just in case. And then it happened. About a half a mile from the end of my run, I tripped on an uneven part of the trail and my thumb accidentally hit the Mace's spray button. A small amount, like the size of a pea, came out on my finger, and it somehow made its way to my face. At first I laughed because crazy stuff like this happens to me all the time. In fact, my husband says that my theme song is "I'm a hazard to myself, don't let me get me, I am my own worst enemy." And so that song started running through my head. And then a little bit later, as if on cue, as I hit mile 7.8 and I'm only 0.2 away from my car, my face is aflame and my eyes started stinging so badly I could not see. I stumbled to the car to get my phone, but I could not see the numbers to dial. I thought about Googling Mace remedies, but I wouldn't have even been able to see them if they had come up on the phone. I, of course, called my husband, who, if his wife is running all by herself down the canyon, he's going to answer it, and it went to voicemail. And then I called my mom, of course, the fountain of all knowledge, but she was not at home and she could not look up a remedy for me. Finally, I decided to walk and stumble to the nearby gas station where I spent the next 20 minutes bawling my eyes out and flushing my face with soap and water to try to get some relief. Finally, I could see, and I could Google Mace remedies, and I could actually make another call, but I was also safe enough to be able to drive myself home. At first, when this experience happened to me, I thought, it's a sign. I should not be running a half marathon. I should be back in my easy chair with my chocolate and my popcorn. But since I had already promised all 1,459 of my Facebook friends that I was going to run the race, I kept up with my training and my schedule so that I could get up to my 12-mile prep run and ultimately the 13.1 miles. I did finish my training despite the magnetic force pulling me to the couch. And I did run that race, and I was amazed at how many miles I logged and how they actually prepared me to run well. Just as with exercise, learning to operate at your prime in leadership or in high performance takes one thing: practice. Concert pianists still practice for hours a day before a big performance, and doctors with years of experience still call their businesses a practice. So today I want to ask you, are you practicing at staying the same, or are you practicing at progress? Because the truth is, it takes the exact same minutes in the day to change your circumstances as it does to remain exactly the same. It might be easier, but there's no reward. It might even take less fear, but all good things take courage. When I was 14, Elaine Millett was my youth group leader. She was kind and caring, and she came into my life at a critical age. She helped me cement my confidence, my persistence, and my faith. Even with 8 kids of her own, Elaine always asked me about my after-school activities and my current projects. She patted my back and encouraged me in all of my plays, my kids' entrepreneurial ideas and get-rich-quick schemes, and my debate tournaments. Even when it wasn't her job anymore to care, she always took time out of her busy schedule. She cared about me. And whenever I displayed even the tiniest ounce of doubt, she would say, "Michelle, make it happen." She encouraged me to forget the fear and to go to work. Make it happen became a life mantra to me, and it reminded me that if I really wanted something, the only thing standing in my way was me. And as I put my mind to motion and my feet to work, I found that those 3 little words could help me move forward. 3 words so powerful that they became more than a mantra to me. Make It Happen became a best-selling book and a popular radio show. And over the years, I realized that that mantra alone is not enough. In almost 2 decades since she spoke those words to me, I have found some simple practices that keep me focused and moving forward. Success isn't a destination, it's a practice. In my book, The Make It Happen Blueprint, I share 18 simple practices that can help you crush it in life and business without burning out. These simple practices can help become a part of your everyday life so that you can put daily, weekly, and monthly activities into your routine. High performance doesn't just improve your job performance, it improves your relationships, your well-being, and helps you accomplish what you really want.